can you manifest your dreams in days or weeks instead of years? And does it have to take a long time sometimes? Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a law of attraction coach. And if you're new here to the channel, please make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon for upcoming videos. Today, I want to talk about how you can manifest in days or weeks instead of years. So manifesting a lot faster, more effectively, more efficiently, because it really doesn't have to take a super long time to get the things that you want. For every single person, thoughts are turning to things constantly. And when you understand that this whole manifestation process, this whole creation process of you getting things that you want, your thoughts turning to things, when you understand that it's about your vibration, so it's about you coming into alignment with what you want, it makes sense that it doesn't have to take a super long time for things to manifest for you. So however long it takes you to come into alignment with your desire, that's how long it's going to take to manifest it. If it does take a long time, or if it is taking a long time, don't beat up on yourself, because that's probably what you've been doing all along, and that completely slows down the process. This dream is taking its time to manifest because you're not quite in alignment with it yet, but you can be. Firstly, let me make this clear. The instant, super fast manifestation isn't always the most satisfying path. So sometimes things don't manifest super quick or instantly when we're in alignment with our desire, because the universe knows the most satisfying, wonderful, joyful path for it to manifest for us. And the universe will take you down that path. And that means different things for different people. It might be you buying the winning lottery ticket, or you getting an amazing idea to start your own business, or to begin an incredible fitness program. So what you want to do is get into alignment, find that alignment, become a match to your desire. So match the frequency of what you want, and your thought will become the thing in the path, in the way that is most satisfying. If you leave it up to the universe will guide you to the best path for you. Sometimes we think when we want a whole lot of abundance or money in our life, we think, okay, the lottery, that's the best way. And you absolutely can manifest through the lottery, but sometimes there is a less resistant path. So sometimes you're more resistant to winning the lottery, so it might not come in that way. Or sometimes it's just that there is a more fun path, there is a more satisfying path. The universe knows it, your inner being knows it, and will guide you to it. But in saying that though, it still doesn't need to take years and years to actually happen. There are perhaps some desires that you might have that you do want to take a few years, or you do want to take a bit of time. For example, if you're really, really overweight, you're probably not going to want to drop that weight instantly. It's going to be probably really painful and a real shock. Same with if you have your own business. If you're just beginning now, you don't want to jump to being a multi-millionaire tomorrow, because that comes with so many different things that you're doing, so many responsibilities. The stress would completely destroy you, completely overwhelm you. So there are some desires that we do want to come gradually. We don't want everything to come today. You want it to come incrementally. You want it to come consistently. But again, it doesn't need to take a super long time. And there are some law of attraction teachers who might tell you that some things do need to take a long time. And maybe they're referring to what I was just talking about. But in general, you can manifest your biggest dreams within 30 days. That's something that Abraham Hicks tells us again and again. They say that you can manifest the biggest of your dreams in 30 days or less. Even if it took a few months. Wouldn't that be amazing? That's absolutely possible, and it should be the norm. That should be the normal. You know, if you want more money in your bank account, you do not need to wait years or even months for that to happen. But sometimes why it takes so long is because we're just caught in the same thought processes. We're just caught in the same patterns. We're running on default most of the time. We're not really deliberate with our focus. We're not putting in the time to connect with the universe, with ourselves, with our desires. And then we just hope for the best. It only takes a long time because you're not in alignment with it yet. So how do you get to that place where you can manifest things more easily, more quicker, more effortlessly, more naturally? Firstly, strengthen your beliefs in you. You're a creator. You create all your experiences. Everything that comes to you or doesn't come to you is because of your vibration. Start keeping a diary of every single little manifestation, however small or however big it is. Write it down and then read over it every single day or every night before bed. Maybe when you're doing your gratitude journal, read over this diary of all the things that you have manifested. Also write down everything that you've manifested so far up until now. What is maybe one thing, one subject in your life that is going really well right now? Focus on this more of the time and congratulate yourself for doing so well. This subject that is working well, you did that. Acknowledge that. Take your power back. When something goes wrong, acknowledge the vibration behind it. What were you doing? What were you thinking about that allowed you to attract that thing? Your whole life is giving you constant evidence of what you are doing with your focus. Pay more attention to this. Pay attention to this on a daily basis, on a moment by moment basis, and take the credit. When something goes right, acknowledge that you did that. Make the correlation between what you've been thinking, what you've been feeling, and what is showing up. It is always a match, even if you don't recognize it at first. Dig a little deeper, you will find that it is always connected. The things that are showing up in your life are connected to how you feel, how you're thinking. Thoughts turn to things. Speak powerful affirmations every day. Like, I am a powerful creator. I am in charge. I get to choose. I create miracles in my life every day. If I can manifest this, then I can manifest that. My thoughts turn to things. My focus is powerful. There is nothing I cannot do. There are no limits for me. Whatever makes you believe just a little bit more. If you can believe just a little bit more each and every day, you're going to be getting stronger with your belief system. You're going to be attracting so many things that you want more easily and more quickly into your life. The law of attraction is always working. It is like gravity. It is constantly working. The only reason why the results aren't showing up is because you haven't found a way yet to align with what you want. You're not yet on the frequency of your desire in a more dominant way. There might be moments where you are really there, you are really aligned with your desire. But if you're not there more of the time, then your more dominant vibration is probably on the lack. And so that's what's going to show up. But if you can tip the scale just slightly, you're going to notice a difference and you're going to experience manifestations. You're going to see evidence. Okay, so work on believing in you. Another tip is get excited about manifesting again. Do you remember when you first came across law of attraction? How did you feel? Was it exciting? Was it empowering? I bet it was. I know for me, I felt incredibly excited and so eager every day. I just couldn't wait to visualize the things that I wanted. It was fun and it felt like anything's possible. But this is what happens to so many of us is we get in that stage and we're having fun with it, but then we take score too soon and we say, okay, I've been doing this for a week or a month here and there, and what I want hasn't manifested. And then you feel disappointed and you feel discouraged. And then all of a sudden, this manifesting fun law of attraction stuff turns into work. It turns into effort. It turns into struggle because you start to doubt the process. You start to doubt that you can do it because if it hasn't happened already, is it gonna happen? So you may not have been doing it correctly, or maybe you weren't doing it long enough or more enough. You weren't, your alignment wasn't steady enough. It wasn't strong enough yet. It wasn't dominant in your vibration yet. And then it takes the fun out of this whole creation process because now we're just really focused on desperately or urgently getting these results, getting the things that we want, changing the conditions. We go into like a problem solving mode and we forget about the fun of it, the excitement of it, the way that you felt when you first discovered law of attraction. And I'm sure that you felt that way. We tend to make work out of this, and it backfires. It backfires because that means our vibration isn't pure. We're not purely focused on the joy and the excitement of our desire. We're more focused on, okay, I have to do this thing in order to get what I want. So let's just do it. Let's get it out of the way. It's like a chore, and we'll see if it manifests. So let's put the fun back in manifesting. Okay, that's really gonna help you because it gives you that pure vibration. It makes things manifest so much more quicker, so much more easily, and it's fun. You're having fun, and that's the whole reason you're doing this. It's the journey along the way should be fun. It shouldn't be like struggle and work and that you're killing yourself and you're feeling just terrible and desperate until you get to the result. You want to have that fun, satisfying journey and then the manifestation. And that's how you manifest things with super speed. So make this into a game. Okay, what is the law of attraction process that is the most exciting to you? What is the process that gives you the most pleasure? Okay, what you want to do is you want to focus on your joy in any way that you can. So what is a process that makes you feel excited? This could be maybe creating a dream board of a specific desire or a few things that just really make your heart sing. And it's fun. It's kind of fun to be creative and go through that whole process and have it up there on your wall. Or maybe you feel really good when you visualize, okay? Or there's a specific scenario. Maybe you haven't been doing it. Maybe you know that it works for you. Maybe you know that it feels good, but you're not doing it. And we all get stuck in those patterns when we know something would be good for us. We know something would work. We know it would make us feel better, but we don't do it. Okay, so you need to take action and you need to start doing the things that you know make you feel better, you know that make you feel good, and you know that work for you. Maybe there's a specific desire that feels really fun or really exciting or really lighthearted to you, okay? Even if it's not the biggest thing that you want or the most important desire, focus on that one, okay? It will allow you to manifest not only that desire, but other desires so much more easily and quicker. Give your attention to the fun stuff, okay? Because then this will just become more fun and more fun. And as you begin to manifest things more and more, you're going to believe in yourself more. You're going to say, okay, well, I can do anything, okay? So we want to get into that feeling of fun and excitement and playfulness like a child. That's what you want to be like. You want to be like a child. Don't do the visualization to make the results happen. Do the visualization for the fun. I mean, haven't you ever had fun visualizing what you want? I know that you have. If you've done it properly, you know that it feels fun. It feels good. It feels like ease and freedom. It feels exciting, and that's really what you want to do. You want to make this fun. You don't want to make it work. When you treat this like a fun game, manifestations will be so fast to come to you because your vibration is so pure. You've gotten rid of that feeling of that desperation, that urgency, that need, that lack, because it's just fun. And you're still allowed to have off days. You're still allowed to have moments where you feel like crap. You don't have to be perfect to manifest what you want. You don't have to be happy all the time. You just have to tip the scale just a little bit. And you want to do that too. You want to feel more empowered and more eager and more refreshed and more joyful, more excited during your days. You want to bring back that feeling of eagerness and excitement about being a creator. Not in the way that like, I need to do this, I need to get things done. I'm a creator, so I'm gonna make it happen. Just, I'm a creator, let's have fun with this. So how can you make this law of attraction manifesting stuff more fun for you? Write down an answer to that question and then do it. Take action on it. Don't just leave it there. Do what you've written down. How can you make this more fun? Instead of trying to fix all your problems, how can you make this more fun? You have desires that feel good. You have things in your life and in the world that would feel good if you focused on them. You don't have to try and focus on these problems in order to try and fix them. Find something that feels good and the problems resolve themselves, or you are led to a solution, or you are inspired to take action. Find any excuse to align with you. What works best for you with manifesting? Figure that out. Or if you have no idea from past manifestations, notice from here on what is working for you, what does work for you, what makes you feel good when you do it, what processes make you feel good when you do them. If visualizing makes you feel amazing, take a few minutes during parts of your day to do it. These law of attraction processes work because they aim to make you feel better. That's what all of them do. So it's the reason why visualizing might work for one person, a dream board might work for another person, scripting might work for another person. But it doesn't matter what process you use. If you use one process, if you use no processes and just align in general, or if you use like 10 processes. The only important thing is that you are feeling better. So you're going to use anything as your excuse to feel better. Don't be lazy with your focus anymore. In every moment, soothe yourself, okay? And I don't mean, be happy every second of the day, because you can't do that. But if you are in a negative place, allow yourself to feel that. And then after a while, just soothe yourself, just even slightly. You want to aim to feel a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. And then you've tipped that scale, and then you're feeling more better than you are not. Therefore, you are more in alignment with what you want than not. And that's how manifestation happens. And when you take the time to do that often and consistently, that's how you can manifest things super fast and really, really consistently. So one thing after another. It's not just I manifested this thing one year and then next year I manifested something else. It's that constant, that consistent manifesting of the things that you really want. So what makes your heart sing? What do you get excited to talk about? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Get to know you and find an excuse to feel better. Wake up in the morning and choose to find a better feeling thought, a good feeling thought, an easy good feeling thought, okay? And if you wake up feeling crappy, find the time to meditate, okay? And you restart. Do whatever makes you feel good. Look for stories of people who have manifested things super quickly, or in a couple of days, or in a couple of weeks. There are so many stories of people doing that. Look for them. Don't listen or look for the people who it's taken them years. Don't give your focus to that. Don't give your attention to that, because you will attract that. You'll believe that. Find the stories of people who have created amazing success in a really short amount of time and focus solely on that. Okay? That's what you want to be practicing. That's what you want to give your attention to. Give your attention to things that feel better. It sounds too simple, right? But it's not. It's all you ever have to do. Your manifestations do not need to take years. They don't. They don't even need to take months. They can take days. And that doesn't mean that you might not have to work for what you want, but it's not going to feel like this hard struggle, okay? It's going to feel like inspired action. Be mindful of the things that you're giving your attention to. Those TV shows, those people that are talking about how it is and how hard it is. If you're really steady in your alignment, you may not be affected by that. But if you're not, you can get sucked in and you just start believing and speaking like everyone else does. So it's time to be a little bit more deliberate with what you're giving your attention to, how you're feeling about it, and soothe yourself. If there's a negative conversation going on, soothe yourself and remind yourself that that's not your truth. That's somebody else's creation, somebody else's story. Okay, and it has nothing to do with you unless you include it in your vibration. But you have control over your alignment, your focus, the thoughts that you choose to think, and the way that you choose to feel. And that affects your entire experience. No matter what anyone tells you, you can manifest things in a short amount of time, okay? Look for those stories. They are there. And if there isn't a story about something specific that you want, you can be the first to write that story. Turn your thoughts into things. I have complete faith in you. Have more faith in yourself. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you do and tap the bell icon and give this video a thumbs up if it helped you or if you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.